This is a lesson for complete beginners, so if you've never picked up a melodica before, this lesson is for you. I'm going to show you some of the notes. I'm going to show you what we call the notes, how we combine the notes into chords, so you can start playing your own music. Let's start with how we hold the melodica. There's two main ways. One is you grip it with your left hand, and then you use your right hand to play the melodies. The mouthpiece is up here. You take that to your mouth and play like this. So you're blowing into the mouthpiece and at the same time you're pressing these keys to make a sound. There is another way of playing, and that's you flip the melodic around like this and you use a tube. You take this mouthpiece out, you use a tube and you blow from here. There's quite a big advantage to playing like this if you're beginning, because you can actually see exactly what you're doing. It's like playing the piano. So if you've already mucked about on a keyboard, it would look quite familiar. I prefer to play like this. There's an advantage sonically. Having your mouth so close to the mouthpiece means that you can do all sorts of things with the tone. You can do little effects. For instance, which you won't be able to do so well with a mouthpiece. But don't worry about that for now. Start in whatever way is more comfortable for you. On the melodica, it goes from low to high. So the low notes are up here. They're right next to the mouthpiece. And it goes all the way up here, away from the mouthpiece to the highest notes. So if you're holding it like this, the notes to the left are low, the notes to the right are the high ones. So what do we call these notes? Well, we have a way of identifying them using the alphabet. We only use 7 letters. That's A, B, C, D, E, F and G. So let me just play those notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so you can hear what they sound like. So we've got to G. Where would we go after that? You'd imagine it would go to H, but it doesn't. It loops back round and we start on A again. That's G I just played, and the next note will be A again. So how do you find out where an A is on this keyboard? Well, there's a very simple way of doing that. If you look closely at the keyboard, you can see the black notes. And you'll notice that they're in groups. So they're in groups of 2s and 3s. And there's a pattern going on. It goes 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. You'll have to ignore these bottom 2 because they're actually part of A3. But after that, it's 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now, if you look at your own melodica, find a group of 3 black notes. Here's 3 black notes. And take the middle note of those 3 black notes, you've got that there, and then the white note immediately to the right of that middle black note. That's A. So there's quite a few A's on this melodica. They're all at different pitches. If you wanted to find another A, you'd have to look for another group of 3 black notes. So I found some up here, another 3 black notes. I'll go through the same process. There's one in the middle, and then I'll go to the white note immediately to the right of that middle black note, and I'll play that. That's an A as well. Let's play both of those A's together. So you know how to find an A note by looking for that pattern. Then we can go up the alphabet to work out what the other notes are. So let's find the A note again, a group of 3, the middle black note, the note immediately to the right is an A, so let's play that. Now play the note to the right of that. So it's one up, one away from the mouthpiece. That's a B. And you keep going up the alphabet. The next one is going to be a C. The next one will be a D. The next one will be an E, F, G, And remember what happens after G? You play an A again. So after that G, we have A, and it continues on. My last note isn't working. So let's say you'd like to find a C. Well, you already know where the A is. You know that pattern. 3 black notes, 1 in the middle, go to the right is an A. We'll play that A. And then count up the alphabet. The next one to the right is a B. And the next one, it's a C. So here we are on the C. And now look where it is. There's a pattern of 2 black notes, a group of 2 black notes, and the C is immediately to the left of those 2 black notes. So only a C will fall in that pattern. Let's find another C. Found another 2 black notes up at the top. You can find them anywhere on your keyboard. And then immediately to the left is a white note, and that's a C. Have a look, see if you can find more C's. Look for groups of 2 black notes, and then the white note immediately to the left of that black note is a C. Play a few of them. So now you know how to work out the names of the notes, and you know where a C is. Let's try a few chords. We can start with the C chord because we've already learnt where the C is. So, find a C. Have you remembered where C is? 2 black notes, a group of 2 black notes, and you go to the left of them and you have a C. So here's my C. Now I want you to put your thumb on the C, just like that, and then take your middle finger and put that 2 notes up on the E, right there. And then you take your pinky and you put that 2 notes up on the G. So you have 3 notes pressed down there, a C, E and a G. Keep your fingers on that and blow. See what it sounds like. That's a C chord. Sounds really harmonious. It's a really nice sound. Once you've learnt that pattern, it's really easy to find other chords. That's our pattern, C, E and G. Now how about you just move that up 1 note, like that. Each finger's moved up 1 note. That's called a D minor chord. We'll call it D for now to simplify things. So we have our C chord, and then we move up 1 note, all fingers move up 1 note, for the D chord. So that's 2 different chords, and you can just muck around with them and get some really interesting stuff. But I'll show you a few more chords. After the D minor chord, which is here, you can move up not 1 note but 2 notes, and you'll have the F chord. And then move up from there just 1 note, and you have the G chord. So let's try that from the beginning. Find the note C, and to do that you look at the groups of black notes. Find a group of 2, find the white note immediately to the left of that group of 2, and that's a C. That will always be a C, and put your thumb on that. Then put your middle finger 2 notes away on the E, and then put your pinky 2 notes away on the G. That's your C chord, and that's the basic shape you're going to use for all of these chords. You're just going to shift them up. So, C. Shift them up 1. Shift them up 2. And shift them up just once more. So you have a C major, you have a D minor, an F major and a G major. We'll just call them C, D, F and G for now. And wherever the thumb is, that will be the name of the chord. So it starts there on the C, moves up there to the D, moves up there to the F, moves up there to the G. So I'll try playing them rhythmically and we'll see what it sounds like. And you can keep looping that. And that's called a chord sequence, a sequence of chords. You can use the chords in any sequence you want, so have a play around with that. Now you may have noticed that sometimes I place my fingers on the keyboard, but I'm not actually playing the notes every time it makes a new sound. And that's because I do that with my mouth. Have a look. Here's the C chord. My fingers are playing, my fingers are on the notes. And then I'll make the sound ta, ka, ta, ka. Did you hear that? My finger stayed the same, but I went ta, ka, ta, ka. I spoke that in the melodica. And you can do that on the next chord. And so on. Now that's the really good thing about a melodica and makes it quite different from playing a keyboard. You can just leave your fingers down and you can experiment with doing things with your mouth to make the sound. Try this. So that's C, D, F and G. Have a play with it. There's loads of other chords as well. All the same position. I've got my thumb, then I've skipped a note and I've got the middle finger, then I've skipped a note and I've got the pinky finger. So you can place them anywhere you want and you just leave your fingers on the keyboard and you say a few things into the melodica. You'll find your own sounds to say and have fun with it.